Welcome to Stories with Jola. Let's begin our journey.
The first thing I saw was my sister's husband crawling naked in the rain at 2 a.m. His knees were bleeding on the sharp stones outside our compound. He kept looking behind him like someone was chasing him. But there was nobody there. Then he started shouting my name. That was the night I knew something evil had followed him home. My name is Amora. I grew up in a small town outside Benin City with my older sister, Chioma. She got married when I was 19. Her husband's name was Tond. At first, everybody loved him. He was calm, hardworking, always smiling. He sold building materials and had a small shop in town. He also helped my mother with money after my father died. People used to say my sister was lucky. But after 2 years, things started changing. Ton began coming home late almost every night. Sometimes he would not sleep at home at all. When Chioma asked questions, he always became angry. "You women worry too much," he would say. My sister cried many nights, but she still defended him. "He is just stressed," she kept telling me. I did not believe her. One evening, I went to the market to buy tomatoes before rain started. While walking near the bus stop, I saw Ton sitting inside a parked car with another woman. At first, I thought maybe it was business. Then I saw him touch her face. The woman laughed and kissed him. I froze. I still remember how my stomach turned that moment. I felt hot all over my body. I wanted to walk away quietly, but then Ton looked up and saw me. His face changed immediately. The woman noticed too. I quickly left before he could stop me. That night, he came home early for the first time in weeks. I was eating in the kitchen when he entered quietly. "Amora," he said softly. "You saw me today." I did not answer. He sat down beside me. "What you saw is not what you think." I laughed because that sentence sounded stupid. He became serious. "Please don't tell your sister." I looked at him properly then. Sweat covered his face even though the weather was cold. "You should be begging your wife, not me," I told him. He kept staring at the door like somebody outside was listening. Then he leaned close to me. "That woman is dangerous." I almost laughed again. "Dangerous how?" He opened his mouth to speak, but Chioma entered the kitchen, and he stood up quickly. That night, I heard them arguing inside their room. The next morning, Chioma's eyes were swollen from crying. But she said nothing. 3 days later, Ton disappeared. Nobody knew where he went. His phone was switched off. His shop remained locked. My sister nearly went mad with worry. Then, on the 4th night, he returned. That was the night I saw him crawling outside. Rain was falling heavily. Dogs were barking far away. I heard somebody screaming my name outside the compound gate. "Amora, open the gate." When I opened it, I almost fainted. Ton was covered in mud. His clothes were gone except for torn shorts hanging from one leg. Blood covered his knees. His eyes looked empty. He rushed inside immediately and pushed the gate closed himself. Then he whispered, "Did she follow me?" I asked who. He did not answer. My sister came outside crying and hugged him, but he pushed her away violently. "Don't touch me." Everybody became silent. Even my mother, who normally talked too much, said nothing. Ton locked himself inside the guest room that night. Around midnight, I heard strange sounds from inside the room. Not voices. Scratching. Like somebody dragging sharp nails slowly across the wall. I thought maybe rats entered the room. Then I heard Ton crying. Not normal crying. Deep crying from a grown man who sounded completely broken. I became scared and woke my mother. She told me to ignore it till morning. But the scratching continued till sunrise. The next morning, Ton refused to open the door. My sister begged him for almost 1 hour before he finally opened it. The room smelled horrible. Like dead meat. I covered my nose immediately. The walls were full of scratch marks. Deep ones. As if somebody used a knife. Ton himself looked worse. His lips were dry and cracked. His eyes looked red like he had not slept for many days. Then he suddenly grabbed my hand tightly. "She knows you saw us." I pulled my hand away. "Who?" "The woman." My sister became angry. "What woman?" Ton looked around nervously before lowering his voice. "She is not normal." Nobody spoke. Then he finally told us everything. According to him, he met the woman 6 months earlier at a hotel bar in town. Her name was Ada. She was beautiful. Too beautiful, according to him. Light skin. Long black hair. Always wearing white clothes. He said many men wanted her, but she chose him. At first, he felt lucky. Then strange things started happening. Ada never allowed him visit her house during daytime. Only at night. Whenever he asked questions about her family, she became angry. Sometimes while sleeping beside her, he would wake up and find her standing by the window, staring outside without moving. One night, he claimed he woke up and saw her eating raw meat in the dark. I did not believe that part. But Ton swore on his mother's grave it was true. Then he told us the part that made my blood run cold. He said the last time he tried ending the relationship, Ada smiled and told him this. "If you leave me, you will not live long enough to love another woman." After that, things became worse. Ton started seeing her everywhere. At the market. Near his shop. Standing beside roads at night. Even when other people claimed nobody was there. Then he began hearing scratching sounds every midnight. Exactly the same sounds we heard in the guest room. My mother immediately said we should call a pastor. But Ton refused. She said if I tell anybody, she will kill all of you first. That evening, everybody in the house became tense. Even my sister stopped talking. Around 11 p.m., NEPA took light. The whole compound became dark. Then the scratching started again. This time, it came from the roof. Slow scratching. Back and forth. My younger cousin started crying immediately. Nobody moved. Then we heard footsteps. Heavy footsteps above the ceiling. Ton began shaking badly. "It's her," he whispered. Suddenly something landed hard outside the window. Bam! My sister screamed. My mother started praying loudly. Then we heard a woman laughing outside. Soft laughter. I still hear that sound in my dreams sometimes. Ton ran to the window and closed the curtain immediately. But before he closed it, I saw someone standing near the mango tree. A woman in white. Very still. Rain was falling, but she did not move. Then the light came back suddenly. The place outside became empty. Nobody there. That same night, Ton packed some clothes and left the house again. We begged him not to go, but he refused. "I can't let her kill all of you because of me." That was the last time my sister saw him alive. 2 days later, police found his car near a small forest road outside town. The car door was open. His phone and wallet were inside. But Ton himself was missing. People searched everywhere. Nothing. Then 1 week later, hunters found his body near a river. I was not there when they brought him home, but my mother said his face looked frozen in fear. The strange part was this. There were no deep injuries on his body. No stab wounds. No gunshots. Nothing. But his fingernails were broken badly, like he had been trying to climb something before dying. After the burial, things became quiet again. Too quiet. My sister stopped smiling completely after that. 3 months later, she finally told me something she never told anybody else. The night before Tom disappeared, he confessed one more thing to her. He said Ada was never the first married man she dated. According to him, 3 other men who dated her had died suddenly in the past few years. One crashed his car. One drowned. One disappeared completely. At first, my sister thought he was lying to scare her. But after Tom died, she quietly asked around town. The stories were true. Till today, I still don't know if Ada was a real human being or something worse. But sometimes, late at night, I still wake up because of scratching sounds outside my window. And anytime it happens, I remember the look on Tom's face that rainy night. That was not the face of a cheating man scared of getting caught. That was the face of somebody who had already seen death walking behind him.
Thanks for watching Stories with Jola. Please like and subscribe for more stories.